What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought it would be really cool to go through my purchase history on YesStyle and talk about some of the items that I would personally recommend for people of darker skin tone when it's specific for that, but also just the products that I genuinely enjoyed, whether it was skincare, makeup, or otherwise. I've never delved into their lifestyle stuff, and there's definitely a lot of things that I would love to pick up from the brand or from the website in general, just to try more Asian beauty. There's so many things that I would love to pick up, and right now YesStyle is actually doing their anniversary sale. So in the event that you are wanting to participate and there are some recommendations that you have not gotten for, hopefully this is helpful. I have been purchasing from YesStyle since 2023, and I've purchased all of my orders from them with my own money. I've never gotten any form of PR or anything like that, so in case that helps you. Some people, they only want people who actually buy from the brands, whatever. I just wanted to give you guys that information. It does look like my lip product has worn away. Let me see. So I'm going to scoot over this way because I want to still be able to see my viewfinder in case I mess up, and I have access to my audio to make sure that's still rolling. I will be putting pictures over here on the screen so that you guys can see the items that I'm referring to. So yeah, let's dive on in, shall we? At the beginning of my YesStyle kind of ordering life, I really strictly was purchasing things that people were recommending. And unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, a lot of people who recommend stuff on YesStyle are of a significantly lighter skin tone than me. So things that really worked beautifully on their skin, splashed on their skin, whatever, didn't necessarily work for me. So out of my first order, there's only a handful of items that I would actually really recommend. One is, well, there's two skincare and two lip products that I recommend. The skincare product that I would highly recommend is the Beauty of Joseon Red Bean Water Gel. And if you're wondering when I'm looking down and why I have my glasses on, it's because I have to look at my computer because I don't know these off the top of my head, and I can't put my contacts in because I have nails. So anyways, the Beauty of Joseon, their Red Bean Water Gel is like a gel water-based product that melts into the skin absolutely beautifully. It's so nice. I really do miss this product, and I actually am fixing to make a YesStyle order because there's just so many things that I miss, and this could definitely easily make it into the cart. Another skincare product that I really miss is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Deep Serum. This is a serum that really just helps to penetrate inside the skin barrier and to really just help moisturize it and neutralize it. Add nutrition. Moisturize. We're gonna go moisturize the product. I really love both of these products. There's not been something from the Beauty of Joseon line that I've not liked. I will talk about it in previous orders. I started to get more into the brand, and there are quite a few other products that I would highly recommend. They're just not on this list, so I'm going to focus on what is currently on this order. Additionally, there were two things from Romand that I would highly recommend, as a lot of people do. Their lasting water tints are really nice. I don't have a lot of them, but the ones that I do have, I really enjoy. The one that I have is Vintage Ocean. Absolutely stunning product. I think that it applies beautifully. It's a very water-based product, so it's light, airy, it dries down, and it leaves a nice stain to the lips. And also their juicy lasting tints I think are also nice as well. I find that those give a little bit more of a tint. They last a bit longer, but overall they're juicier and just plumper looking overall, whereas I would say the lasting water tints give more of a matte finish quicker. So those are the four products that I would recommend out of my first order. There are definitely things that I would lean you not to pick up, but overall that's what I would suggest. And then let's see, in my next order, I made a lot of orders in 2023. So my next order, I continued to pick up yet another one of those Glow Deep Serums. So I went through a lot of those tubes Absolutely loved it. Also, I went in and got some more from the Beauty of Joseon range, and I got their Relief sunscreen. That is actually a sunscreen that I highly recommend for darker skin. It is one of the 2 Asian sunscreens that I currently actually have in rotation right now. I truly appreciate and adore this sunscreen. If memory serves me correctly, it is SPF 50. It does have a white color, but once you blend it into the skin, it looks completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Additionally, there were 2 other Beauty of Joseon products that I picked up in this order, once again, still in 2023, that I would highly recommend. And it is their Green Plum Refreshing Cleanser. Really nice cleanser. It is a gel-based cleanser in my opinion, and it does foam up a little bit, not excessively, which is perfectly fine, but it does like show that it's actually working. I find that my face feels clean but not stripped, which is definitely something that in the past I feel like if you get something that feels really clean, you feel stripped as well. And then also their Radiance Cleansing Balm, which is a solid balm that I like to use when I'm removing my makeup. I've steered away personally from using balm type products, and I really love those like Maybelline little squares where I just put that in my hand and then I wash my face with that. And I really like those for 1-steps because it's just quicker, easier, efficient, less messy. But if you're someone who is still very much bread and butter is a cleansing balm, I highly recommend this as well. Absolutely loved this range in general. I think their Beauty of Joseon can do no wrong in my opinion. A lot of my favorite skincare comes from that brand. In the next order that I made, I started to really just focus in on the makeup. I felt like I really found a good balance on the skincare, and as is most people, I find once you get skincare, it takes a while to get through it, right? So I've had a really nice group of that, but now I really wanted to try and get some of the good makeup. So I got a couple of BB creams and CC creams. The one thing, let's see. So there are 3 products that I would recommend, actually 4 products that I would recommend from this kind of makeup purchase order that I had. One, of course, is my The Seam powder. If you do not know me, and you're very unfamiliar with my channel, you would know that this The Seam Pore Perfect powder is my bread and butter. It is currently in my travel collection of makeup, but this is a product that I have pan, and the pan is just continuing to expand. Yes, it is a white powder, but it looks perfect on my skin in my opinion. I absolutely love it. I'm currently actually wearing that powder on my face. I have it specifically like mainly targeted in my T-zone, but I did go ahead and do a light dusting all throughout my face, and this powder is just phenomenal. There's 12 grams of product, and I find that it is very affordable for that amount of product. Another makeup item that I would recommend is the Himish BB cream. I actually just recently took it out of my declutter bin, and do not get me wrong, the reason I put it in my declutter bin is not because it's a bad product, but actually because I felt overwhelmed with the amount of base products that I had in my collection. But I find that it is very nice product, medium coverage. It does have like a semi matte finish. I would say it's more towards like a skin-like finish, actually not semi-matte. It's like a skin-like finish, and I think it wears really well. In case you were wondering, my personal shade is 31 in deep. I think it's the only deep shade that they really have, so take that with a grain of salt. If you're darker than me, unfortunately, I do not think that that is going to be a comparable product. But in case you are wondering, I did not buy it from YesStyle, but what is the brand? It's like the brand with the egg, and it's the red egg that's very popular. That is sold at YesStyle. I'll have it here on the screen. And I've already done a review and everything on those. And for my channel, I've also compared different shades on my channel, and I will have that video linked down below for you guys in case you are interested. I would also recommend Himish's mascara. They have a smudge stop mascara. I got the one specifically for volume because that's what I prefer. I prefer a nice amount of volume to really illuminate my eyelashes, really make them impactful in my eyeshadow looks. I really like this mascara. I think I purchased at least 2 or 3 tubes of it, and since I first ordered it in 2023, and I have enjoyed every last tube. The last product that I would actually recommend from this order is the brow definer that I picked up from Pony Effect. I got it in the shade Deep Brown. It was a very nice fine tip, and I felt like it was a nice product. Is it my favorite brow product in the world? No. But if you're somebody who wants to specifically buy Asian beauty, or for whatever reason, this is the only site that is accessible to you, I would recommend that brow pencil. Now, let's see. The next order, we're still in 2023, and there's not as much that I would recommend, honestly, from this order. I would say there's about 4 products I'd recommend. 1 skincare, 5. 1 skincare and 4 makeup. So let's start off with the makeup products. One of my favorite blushes that I have found from YesStyle is this Faculor. I believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry if that's not. It is a creamy lip and cheek duo. It's like a little pot of gold. Absolutely stunning. I've heard nobody talk about this. I have this in the shade DO5. It is such a beautiful product. It's a little bit moussey, a little bit creamy. It picks up on a brush, it picks up on a sponge, and it applies beautifully on my skin tone. I highly recommend it. It has the pigment, it has the blendability, the opacity. Absolutely love it. Another one that I would actually recommend from this from this order that I actually just recently finished, so that's wild. I've had it in my collection for 2 years, is this Artless Glow Base. So I was originally using this strictly as a primer. It had been in a project pan over 2 years or something to that effect, and then I ran out of sunscreen, and so because this has SPF 50, I decided we're just going to use this as sunscreen. We're going to save some money, and I just recently finished it. I'm so happy that I did, but that's also really good information for me to know that this lasted in my collection between the 2 combinations of uses for 2 years. That means that this was a really good bang for my buck in the grand scheme of things, and I'm very happy I picked it up. I did pick up an additional Romand Lasting Water Gloss, and the difference with this, I think, is just a little bit more glossier. I didn't find that this stained very much, and this had like a little bit of sparkle to it. I like it. I don't think that this is something that you really have to run out to pick up. The one lip product that I absolutely adore from this order is the One Thing Moisturizing Lip Essence. I went through a very concentrated, targeted situation with this where I picked up like 4 or 5 of these within the next couple of orders because this was the main lip balm that I enjoyed. I felt like this not only moisturized my lips, but it also kept them glossy and fulfilled throughout long periods of time. Even when my lips were super dry, the worst drying that I've ever had, this product really worked. And so this was something that I ended up buying a lot of before lip balms like this really got mainstream in the Western market. So if you're somebody who really wants to know what I would consider the best Asian market version of it, I would highly recommend you try that one. The last thing that I would recommend from this order is actually a skincare product, and this is the Some by Me Miracle Toner. I won't lie to you guys, I don't really use toner very often anymore. Honestly, I've just really streamlined my skincare routine because most days I don't have the energy to do it. But in the event that I have the energy to do skincare, this is definitely something that I would want to bring back. Yes, it has a lot of actives in the toner, but I found that this continued to help to make sure that that skin barrier was really clean and strengthened. And it just really helped me overall, especially because I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation. I currently have pimples up the wazoo, and your girl is in her 30s. So these things need to be gone, but they're not. So maybe if I actually kept up with my skincare, they would be gone, but that's an issue for Blake of another time period. Going into my next order. This order, once again, was a combination of a bunch of things between skincare and makeup. As far as the skincare, I ordered quite a lot. I would say that this Etude Barrier Intense Cream is really nice. I actually not recently, but I do remember finishing this product. I thought it was nice. It's a thicker cream. It's not gel based. I would say it's truly a cream. And it felt very, very moisturizing when I put it on my face. Is it my favorite of all of my creams that I've tried, moisturizers from this website? Maybe not. But it is nice. I also did get some more Romand, like their Velvet Tint. This is not my favorite product personally. I felt like this was getting a little too close to a liquid lipstick for me, and I'm not a huge liquid lipstick person. I do enjoy it and I do still have it, but it's a little too close. The Peri Para Ink Mood Glowy Tint product, I actually really do like that, and that is one of the only products I have found on YesStyle that is giving me as close to a brown tint that I could possibly find. So I would highly recommend that one. The Kaja Bento box that's in Spiked Ginger, I absolutely love this product. This is a product that when I found it, one, it was extremely affordable on this website, but also I think that it gave like my perfect everyday eyeshadow look. At one point it was in my top drawer and that was the only thing I was using. Absolutely stunning. Some more skincare. I got 2 additional sunscreens in this order, one from Issentree and the other one from B Lab. I'm sure you guys know about it. The Issentree one is a very water-based gel sunscreen. It's really nice. It lasts a long time, whereas the B Lab one is more of a cream matcha base. If memory serves me correctly, it's like a light green. That one I think is okay. Not my favorite. I would prefer the Issentree because I think I like that like water-based more. It felt like that really kind of seeped into my skin a little bit more than the B Lab. The B Lab felt like it was very much a physical sunscreen and it just kind of laid on top of my skin, which is not a favorite of mine. Once again, I bought another one of those lip essences, and I did get those COSRX pimple patches. Those have been my bread and butter as of late because I have been getting a lot of pimples lately, but yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. And then weirdly enough, I guess in all of 2024, I just did not buy any YesStyle. And then my most recent YesStyle order, I got pretty much only skincare because that's truly what I needed. So I got a body scrub, I got a facial cleanser, 2 facial cleansers and 2 sunscreens. And as of yet, the only one that I can really give you a lot of information that is not something that I've already talked to you guys about is the cleanser. The cleanser is actually quite nice. I would say it's a gel-based cleanser. I do feel like my face is clean. It's not the cleanest that it's felt. I would definitely recommend that first cleanser, the one from Beauty of Joseon. I find, honestly, there's not much that I can really talk about. I do know that I'm currently testing out the Round Lab sunscreen, and it's doing well so far. Nothing really huge to write home about, but I am enjoying it. And so that's where we leave me to today, right? Where now I've gotten my toes dipped into both the skincare and the makeup. There is a lot in my cart, mainly based on how I've been using makeup at the time of me building the cart. And there were a lot of recommendations that people were giving. I have so much stuff in this cart that I will probably not actually pick up all of these, but there are things that I'm highly, highly interested in. So we will see what happens. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys my 2 cents on things that are available at YesStyle that I have picked up. I would love to try more from the site. It's just, you know, it takes forever for the stuff to get here. And then by the time it gets here, it takes forever for me to review, and things get lost in translation, especially if I'm trying to keep up with things that are being released on this side of the pond and not necessarily only over there. So yeah, definitely let me know your recommendations. If you have shopped the YesStyle anniversary sale, I would love to know. If you did not know, there are a lot of brands that are actually up to 50% off. So this is a really good way for you to stock up on skincare if you are strictly K-beauty or kind of Asian beauty exclusively. And yeah, I'm very interested, like I said, to try some more products, and hopefully I'm able to. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.